Alrighty. Good morning, crocheters. I have been up this morning working on things because I realized last night that I really hadn't gotten a lot done this week, and so I wanted to have something to show. So I'll show you guys what I've been working on. Also, I think my internet connection is maybe not fantastic this morning, so hopefully everything works fine. We will see. Good morning, Emily. How are you? So, and good morning, Heather. Hope you guys are doing well. What I've been working on this morning is the baby monkey. So this is how far it is. This one I'm giving little eyelashes to, which I think makes it just so cute. It's kind of killing me. And last week I didn't talk like at all about the monkeys because I was working on the panda bears, which we'll talk about in just a second. Good afternoon, Karen. Good morning, Kimberly. So last week I didn't talk about the monkeys, but the week before I did. So this monkey lovey was one that I gave myself like a design challenge to see if I could design it all in one day. And I was really happy with it when I first finished it. But then I felt like maybe the head was just a little bit too big. And so I've been working on this monkey, and I made the head just a tiny bit smaller so it's like more proportional to the body. But now I'm kind of struggling with some of the other elements, feeling like maybe the ears are a smidge too big. And like these arms are kind of like the standard arm I have for like my baby pattern. So like these arms aren't the exact same, but they have like the same number of stitches around at the bottom and like kind of a similar shaping to the arms. But because on this one, I've gone ahead and given it fingers, it just makes it like fan out a little bit more, which makes it seem like it's a huge, like it's just kind of, I don't know, it feels disproportional. I might be nitpicking because I'm like working on it all this morning, and so I might be too close. I might need to step away for a little bit and then make some decisions because it feels like it's just a tad disproportional. Like maybe the ears are too big. I don't know. That's where I am. So yeah. Good morning, Dina and Cynthia and Adele. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon, MJ. And Jacqueline, good morning. Dina says she's patiently waiting for the pattern. MJ says, how much longer before I can purchase the horse? That I get the final feedback back from testers today. So my plan is to take Monday and Tuesday of next week to edit the pattern, to update the pattern for the chubby horse, and then release it April 1st. So that's just a couple more days before this one is going to be officially up and ready for purchase. So there you go. Good morning, Eugenia. Yeah, so that's kind of where I am on the baby monkey, just feeling like maybe a couple of the proportions are off, but I just can't quite tell. Like part of me feels like the ear just needs to be like a tiny bit smaller. But then I looked at pictures of monkeys and like they do have really big ears, so I don't know. That's where I am. And obviously I don't have any legs yet, and I haven't I'm still working on the arms. I just kind of got them attached, so I haven't even like knotted off the ends and woven them in yet. So we'll get there. Just slow progress sometimes. So that's where we are. Thank you, Dina. I'm glad you like the monkey. I am pretty happy with it. I just got to nitpick a few things. Like so far, this is how far I am on the foot. It's got It's got toes and that's about it. So it'll sit under here, something like that. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. So other news in the crochet verse. I released the Chubby Panda Crochet Along on Wednesday, which was a little bit of a fiasco because I won't go into the saga that it was, but like recording was super easy. Went great. I had the house to myself, so everything was quiet. Well, not all to myself. You can hear some things, but like it was relatively quiet. And then like editing, rendering, uploading was a nightmare. And so we made it, but like the very last few minutes of the crochet along like starts flashing because my rendering software freaked out at having to render an hour and 25-minute video. And yeah, it was nuts. But hey, we got it done. Good morning, Donna. Eugenia says, I finished the fox and now I start a pink chubby llama. Oh, that'll be cute. That will be cute. I'm excited to see that. So playing around with this, I showed you guys last week making the Chubby Panda in jumbo yarn just to see like how it works up. And that was really fun. And last week I also showed you that I'd started on a a crochet thread. Version of it. And this is it finished. I decided, I was like, I'm not even going to worry about eyes and nose on this thing. I'm just going to let it be tiny and fine. It's good enough, right? So yeah, this is the extreme ends of, I don't know, making amigurumi with jumbo, which is like the biggest yarn you can get, and with crochet thread, which is second smallest. You can, I mean, there are different sizes of crochet thread, but you can also get lace weight, which is like 0, and crochet thread, I think, is a size 1. So it's not the smallest you can go, but it's the smallest I have. And that's the biggest I have. So it was fun. It was lots of fun. Good morning, Mimi. Kimberly says, I made a brown bear with a chubby panda pattern. It's the cutest bear I've made yet. Thanks for the great crochet along. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That is awesome. Yeah, I like the idea that people can, like with the chubby bear pattern, they can make a bunch of different things. You know, like I've got a little polar bear here, but you can make a brown bear or a black bear, or, you know, just like mess around with it, have fun. So I really like that. Good morning, Patricia. So let's see, other things I have been working on. The crochet along took a lot of my time this week. You know, as things do when you're trying to edit and render and upload. So that was the big thing. Then working on the monkey this morning. And then one thing I've been working on kind of in my spare time has been the sloth, trying to figure it out. So I showed you guys the other day this. It had one more row on it. I pulled that row out that I was working on for the sloth. And then after kind of talking with you guys, I decided that I probably shouldn't do the eye markings as like part of the rounds, because it's so specific to how people crochet. And so like swatching is going to really help, but some people, their crocheting just spirals more than mine. And so that would make like all of the eye markings be off. So, so I decided I would make the eye markings as part of the eye and sew them on later. So that's something I've been working on. I'm seeing a couple questions here in the comments, so I'll address those really quick. MJ says, I made the chubby panda, have not finished looking where to purchase the weighted beads. So you can get weighted stuffing beads either at like a craft store, which a lot of them are closed right now due to the coronavirus COVID-19, or you can get them on Amazon. Trying to think if I've ever actually purchased them on Amazon. I don't think I have, because I've only actually ever gone through one little like bag of weighted beads ever, because I don't use them a whole lot. But yeah, I would check there, or like some stores, I believe like the Joann's here in Idaho, where I'm living, they will do like online order, and then they'll like bring it out like curbside pickup or something like that, so you can you can still kind of get some things that way. Cynthia asked, what size hook did I use with the jumbo yarn? So I used this is a Q. It's a, I honestly am not sure what the numbers mean. I understand 15.75 millimeter, but it says 17-15.75. So I don't know why there's a 17 dash on there, but let me see if you guys can see it. It won't focus on it. But yeah, this is the size hook I used. And then for the little one, I used this. It doesn't even, it's a super old Millward crochet hook, little steel one, and it doesn't even have a hook size on it. It's so little. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Dina is saying that Joanne is doing the curbside pickup, so that that might work for you. Hopefully that could help. One second, I'm going to let's see. So I'm trying to answer a question from Mimi, who wrote to me in Spanish. So I just typed it into Google Translate. I'm not trying to be inattentive, just trying to answer everyone's questions. I believe she asked, can you tell us the thickness of the yarn you use? That word didn't actually translate, so I'm assuming it's yarn. So I haven't actually showed you guys this yet. So on most of my crochet projects, I use a size 6 yarn. That's the Bernat blanket. On the massive, the jumbo panda here, it's a size 7, which is, the yarn weight is called jumbo. So that's why I've been calling it the jumbo panda. So I hope that helps, Mimi. All right. Kimberly says, I use some small gravel for aquariums that I had on hand, and it worked well. Awesome. For the weighted stuffing beads. I have used in the past like rice. You can do that, or you can use like beans or something like that. The only downside to either of those is going to be that if you want to wash your amigurumi, beans and rice will spoil. So you can't wash it if that's what's going in. So yeah, that's where we are. Okay, so talking about the sloth, because I've been a little bit all over the place this morning. So this is the sloth I've been working on. I kept the nose shape the same from the one I showed you guys last time. But I wanted it to be in black. I just didn't have black with me when I started on this because I was driving in the car. And so I have been playing around with this shape just a little bit. And I don't know. I decided to make the eyes before like stuffing it and everything, because I'm not sure about the loops. That was something that we were kind of going back and forth on last time we talked about the sloth, was like, do we, do we have the loops? Because I like loops for texture, but like when I look at the back, it looks like a hot mess. And I didn't want like loops everywhere because then they just like stick out and it looks more like the chubby llama, which is cute, but not like a sloth. And so I am unsure on this one. That is where I am on the sloth. And the eyes keep kind of falling off, so it makes it look a little funny. Good morning, Silka. How are you? So, yeah. I've got some thinking still to do on this one. I might end up tearing out all of the loop rows because it's not working the way that I wanted it to. I like the idea of the texture, but I just don't know that it's really adding to it. I think it makes it look a little bizarre, perhaps. Patricia says, how about if you make it with smaller loops? Good morning, Angie. I think it's possible. The thing that my mental process. Let me bring out a couple of projects and show you guys what I'm thinking. So on the chubby llama, I use small loops, and so because they're small, they stand up really well, which I think gives a lot of like nice fluff and shape, and like really makes it look like a llama. Here on the hedgehog porcupine thing that I've never finished, I made the loops like not really long, but like kind of long. Let me shake it out like that. So it looks like, and I don't know, it looks kind of poofy, fluffy. Like, I think it's cuter when you like lay it back. But what I was afraid of is that if I did small loops, it would look really poofy. And sloths, they have a lot of fur, but it's kind of like slicked back, or it kind of lays down. It's kind of a heavy, it doesn't look soft and fluffy like llamas or like sheep or alpacas. It has a different texture. So I wanted it to lay down. So that's why I made them a little bit longer. And I also didn't want them to be every single row like I did on these projects, because then it just seemed like it'd be too much. So anyway, I feel like the theme of today's chat is like, Valerie doesn't know what she's doing. She's lost in the, design process and is at the, I don't know, I'll try that sort of stage. So I'm sorry to, I guess, bore you guys with all of my, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm thinking, I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm not there yet. So yeah, that's pretty much where I am. Heather asks, what if you did the loops in the red heart yarn? That would probably work. Let me ponder on that, because it probably would work. I typically like to have, like, I really like using Bernat blanket yarn. I like how quickly it works up. Yeah, that probably would work. Let me think on that, Heather. That was a good thought. Because yeah, if I don't figure it out, I'll end up just tearing it out and probably doing single crochets. I've also been looking at maybe like different stitches that aren't maybe like loops or bobbles, but they still kind of give a little bit more of a texture. So I've got some things to try, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. Good morning, April. Good morning, good morning. So let's see. Honestly, I don't know if there's anything else to say. Oh, yes, there is. Geez, I forgot. Let's see. Oh, Gina says you could use a 5 instead of a 6. That's true. Adele says, or baby Bernat Baby Tiny yarn for the loops. That would work as well, I think. I mean, I haven't actually tried it, but in my mind, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with this. I have some hesitancies mostly about like, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can put it into words. I'll have to play around with it. Silka says, to know there are different kinds of sloths. Some have slick hair, some don't. Some have really funny bang-like hair. That is true. Some do have like, I don't know, look like they have a Beatles haircut a little bit. As I've been researching sloths, it's been pretty entertaining to see all of the different looks and shapes. They're pretty cute. So yeah, I still have a ways to go on both of these projects, the sloth and the baby monkey. Oh, its ears are folding in. There we go. But yeah, I'm going to work on it and we'll make progress. I'm not sure yet. So that's where we are on those. But I did want to say the thing that I almost forgot to say was that someone last week asked if we could have a sale because they wanted to buy a lot of patterns because it's, you know, we're bored and stuck inside. And so I did put a sale up. I think I put it up yesterday. Didn't like make a big announcement, but you like finally got it done. That's the thing when you're like kind of running a side business and being a mom and wife and everything. So it is up. We're doing a buy two, get one free sale on crochet patterns over on my website. So if you want to check that out, absolutely. And I haven't set an end date yet. I haven't really, I don't know, thought of anything official. Probably it'll be up for a couple of weeks so you guys can stock up on patterns and enjoy that. So that is what is new and exciting over here. April says you might have to crochet in Bernat blanket and go back over with the Bernat baby tiny blanket yarn. Yes, which I do think it would work. One of the pieces of my crochet process, or maybe one of the important ingredients for me, is trying to make the pattern as easy to follow, and also like not too labor intensive. I know that's not always the case. Some of them, like with a lot of like color changes and different things, can get a little bit intense. But one of the things I have noticed, and we've kind of talked about it here on the live chats, is that if it's too, like if a pattern is too overwhelming or it's unclear or it seems like there are too many pieces or too many steps, that's something that's going to like make you stop working on it. It's going to end up like going into the whip bin because it's not like actively keeping you engaged. And so that's something that I guess worry about a little bit. Like I want to make sure that the patterns are like easy and intuitive and flow, so that's, I don't know. That's why I've got lots to still think about on those to try and get them worked out nicely. So that's where I am. Let's see. Adele says, either way, I know you'll come up with something awesome. Oh, thank you, Adele. I appreciate the vote of confidence. This morning, as I talk about these, I'm like, man, do I even know what I'm doing? I appreciate that. Let's see. Dina says, when will the monkey be available? So the plan for the monkey is for it to come out in May. If I can get both the baby monkey and the baby monkey lovey done, they'll both come out in May. but it might just be the baby monkey because I might end up tweaking the proportions on the monkey lovey. So yeah, that is the plan. So this month, or not this month, coming out in April. Wow, my brain is moving slow this morning. Coming out in April, April 1st, which is a Wednesday, will be the chubby donkey and the chubby horse patterns. So these ones are going to be coming out. I've actually, the chubby donkey, I have all of the feedback back from testers. And can I tell you, they came, like the pictures, because I have them send me a picture of their finished objects. They're so cute. April was one of the testers. Oh my goodness. They were adorable. April and Cynthia and Silka. There's a more. Shannon or Sharon. I can't remember. Yeah, they all came back so cute. I'm going to be sharing those pictures on Patreon here pretty soon to get people excited for this. It was just, they're so cute. The pictures are so cute. It just made me very, very happy. I have seen one so far of my testers come back with their chubby horse, and it was really, actually, she made two of them. And once again, it was Shannon or Sharon. I'm sorry. And they made two. And they're just so cute. It makes me very happy when people's crochet projects turn out really, really cute. So I'm excited to release these on April 1st. So they'll be in my website. They'll be on Patreon. Yeah, on Patreon, and I will eventually get them up on Ravelry because I'm kind of slow about that. So anyway, that's kind of where we are. Things are a little quieter this morning today, and life's been moving slower, I think. So there's not as much to talk about, but let's see. Oh, Silka says the donkey is perfect. Thank you. Yes, she was one of my testers, and it turned out amazing. Well, hers did. I thought I really loved it. So yeah, I think that's basically what we've got to talk about today. So this is going to be a shorter vlog, but that's all right. And we can all get back to doing more crochet stuff, and I'll over this next week try and make some good decisions on the sloth and the baby monkey, on any changes that need to be made. I'm pretty happy with them, but there's still a ways to go. Cynthia says she loves making the donkey. I'm so glad. Thank you for doing that. Well, I guess in the meantime, yeah, I'll talk to you guys next Saturday. I hope you guys take care. I hope that you're well, and staying safe and healthy during this time. Yeah, and I hope you guys have lots of fun things to crochet. And if you're looking for more things, you can check out the website because patterns are on sale for fun. Yeah, hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will talk to you guys next Saturday. Take care.